This video is brought to you by Geek Fuel. Use my link in the video description below for a bonus Game of Thrones item in your first box. Then send it to me, because I want it. Welcome to another Game of Thrones news update. If you're waiting on my Game of Thrones A Song of Ice and Fire history videos, then this Wednesday and Friday should absolutely delight you. If you're new to these videos, it's just where I take what I consider to be the most important Game of Thrones news from the past week or so and I share it with you. There are spoilers for Season 7 of Game of Thrones, so if you want to be spoiler-free for the next season, please don't watch this video. Also, I will announce the last news video's giveaway winner, and I will announce a new giveaway at the end of this video. Alright, jumping right into it, Arya is most likely getting a new face in Season 7 of Game of Thrones, and I think you're gonna like this new face a lot. At the end of Season 6, we saw Arya getting revenge for the Red Wedding by killing some Freys and feeding them to Walder in what was sort of the Manderley pie plot, but tweaked. Then thousands of fans cheered as she slit Walder's throat. Since he's dead, it's a bit suspicious that David Bradley, the actor for Walder, recently updated his resume to include Season 7 of Game of Thrones. And we're likely not getting any flashbacks of dear sweet family man Walder, so I can only guess Arya uses his face to get revenge on some more Freys. If the leaks are to be believed, she's going to use his face to get a large number of male Freys together and then kill them, likely with poison. If you're a House Frey fan, don't worry, there are a ton of them left. A ton. They breed like goddamn rabbits. Still in Arya news, it appears Arya will make it to the end of Season 7 and go on to Season 8, as her actress Maisie said that she's still awaiting her Season 8 script, which she wouldn't be awaiting a script if she died in Season 7. Though Maisie has tricked us before. But speaking of Maisie, it appears she's done filming for the season as she just got braces. Or maybe they'll edit them out, I'm not sure. Hopefully she won't have them for long because Season 7 starts shooting in the fall. Or is this a sign she actually does die in Season 7? Maisie is a tricky one. It appears Peter, Tyrion's actor, is also done filming for the season as he was spotted dyeing his hair red. And lastly, Grey Worm's actor, Jacob Anderson, also confirmed he was done filming for Season 7. I talked about last news video how Kit Harington was spotted in Iceland, and if you remember, Iceland has been used for their northern scenes, including the Beyond the Wall scenes. Well, as of right now, 4 additional actors have been spotted in Iceland. Gendry's, the Hounds, Davos's, and Thoros' actors have all been spotted in Iceland. If we go back to the leaks, it stated all these characters would be in Jon's party Beyond the Wall to capture a White to bring back as proof of the others and what they are doing. Fans also took a few photos of the actors filming what appears to be this Beyond the Wall scene in Iceland, and it's just so gorgeous. What is even cooler is a fan got a picture of the boats coming up on shore in Iceland. We earlier saw these boats departing what is believed to be Dragonstone, and the same boats on Iceland's shore probably means they arrived in the north, perhaps Eastwatch. I'm really excited to see what other actors are going to be spotted in this area. Also in Iceland news, there's a rumor that perhaps your favorite band may be playing Wildlings in the Beyond the Wall scene. Which, if you're a fan of that band, I'm sure this is really exciting. If you're not a fan of them, don't worry. They'll most likely be slaughtered by whites. Savagely. HBO's programming president talked about Season 8 of Game of Thrones. As of right now, they're working out how many episodes they want to do, and he's hoping D&D want to deliver more than 6 episodes for Season 8 of Game of Thrones. He said, "They're still figuring it out because I think they're trying to get a shape of the season. They always do what they think will yield the best version of the show. It's all about how many they're comfortable with, but I'll always take more." So what this sounds like is David and Dan know that they only want 6 episodes, but they're still trying to work out the final season, and the programming president wants them to do more, which I absolutely don't blame him. They make a ton of money off of Game of Thrones. I'm still shocked that we're ending at Season 8. Ferris's actor did an interview with Huffington Post where he didn't talk much about Game of Thrones, but he did share 3 things. He spoke out on the rumor that he originally tried to get the part for Robert Baratheon, saying, "It is true, to be honest, but I have to say that I came out of the meeting, which went alright, and looked who was in after me, saw who it was, and went, well, he'd be alright for it. And he was, and he got it. You know, that's showbiz." He also spoke on Reading for Varys, saying, "I read for it parts of the dungeon scene with Ned and the chess scene where he explains how he was made from sort of a slave to the security of Westeros, and I think once I had already accepted the part, they said, 'How do you feel about shaving your head?'" So nothing really juicy there. Lastly, he talked about his most bizarre fan experience, which is kinda ick. He told Huffington Post, "I've been very lucky. Most Game of Thrones fans are well-mannered and courteous. I have no trouble taking photos with people if they want it. I think the weirdest one was someone came running towards me with their hand in my crotch area saying, "I wanted to see if something's really there." Luckily, the person didn't make contact with his crotch, and he remarked, "Yeah, like I'd be that method." Speaking of awkward fan interactions, the actor for Grey Worm, Jacob Anderson, talked about how some fans will approach him and ask if he still has genitals. He knows that most of them are just joking around with him, but some of them are actually pretty dead serious and don't understand the difference between real life and a show. And before you think, oh no, 100% of them are just trolling, I've taught a lot of people, adults included. Some people are that fucking stupid. I'm sorry if that news just devastated you. There are people that fucking stupid. They fuel my drinking habits. He also talked about how odd it is to be on the tube and people staring at him or randomly taking photos of him, but he accepts it because he absolutely loves his job, and he said filming is like hanging out with friends on a massive holiday camp every year. In George R. Martin's talking news, he recently signed a contract for his books to be translated in yet another language, bringing the total to 47 different languages that Ice and Fire has been translated into, which isn't even the tip of the iceberg with how many languages our world has, but still pretty impressive. When asked if he would do an Ask Me Anything on Reddit, he replied, "Maybe when Winds is finished, delivered, and about to be published. Not before." So if you have any Burning George questions, you may actually be able to ask him soon. A fan asked if in any upcoming novels George is going to drop a 2016 election Easter egg, and George said, no. I can only imagine they asked this question because George has a habit of putting Easter eggs in his books, and he's also really outspoken about his politics, but I'm not really sure. It's kind of a random question, but I enjoy any question he answers about the A Song of Ice and Fire series, so good job, question asker. Lastly, in George news, I don't know why I find this so adorable, but George said if he had an NFL team, they would be the Dire Wolves, and their colors would be gray and white. Alright, before talking about the giveaway winner from last news video or the new giveaway for this video, I want to talk about Geek Fuel, my sponsor, and what you'll get if you order a box from them this month. Geek Fuel ships out a great box for geeks and gamers each month that has at least $50 worth of value for about $15 plus shipping and handling. Every box has an exclusive t-shirt, a full game, and a total of 5 to 7 items. If you use my link in the video description below, you'll get a fabulous bonus item, a Lannister journal, which I can't even bring myself to write in mine because it's just so gorgeous. If you get their box this month, you'll also get a Rogue One t-shirt featuring K2SO. So get this box if you want to have your heart ripped out all over again. Speaking of ripping your heart out, there's also a Leia pin in this box along with a special dedication to Carrie Fisher. A DC collectible figure. They gave me Green Arrow, I think, to guilt me for not reviewing Arrow anymore, but Arrow knows what it did. It knows. My guy has a punching glove arrow, which is the best kind of arrow. Suck it, Hawkeye. Not really, I love you. You have a chance of getting the Flash, Mr. Freeze, or Harley as well. Next, there's Rupee Soap from Zelda, which here is my question on that. What kind of monster could bring themselves to use it and then destroy it? I'd use it as a decor soap, or trade it in for some bombs. You'll also get a He-Man themed robot pin with a power sword, and lastly a code to play Ninja Pizza Girl for free, which we already have pizza ninjas, okay? They're called Ninja Turtles. Check the video description below. Giveaways! Winner from last news video's giveaway, where I instantly regretted asking the question, how is Jorah gonna die in Game of Thrones? You guys shattered my heart in too many pieces. See Miracle 1232, who found my weakness and brought Star Wars into this. You smooth, manipulative bastard. He said, quite simple, our bear will pull a Padme and perish of a broken heart. Until D&D do the remaster in 2027, of course. You win this round. Message me for your gift card. New giveaway, for your chance to win a $15 gift card to Amazon, all you have to do is like this video and then answer in the comment section below which A Song of Ice and Fire character or Game of Thrones character would you choose as your champion to fight for you in a trial by combat. So put your answer in the comment section below, I will pick a winner and I will announce it in the next news video. So thank you so much for watching another Game of Thrones news update. Please like the video, subscribe, and come back for more Game of Thrones, Star Wars, comics, anything sci-fi fantasy related.